How's it going, everyone? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at these first 6 figures that we've gotten from Skeleton Crew. I really enjoyed the show. I'm happy to have these, and of course, SM33 has been pipelined, but there's so many great characters in Skeleton Crew, so I hope we get more. So for these 6, first we got Jod Nah-Nah-Wood. He comes with a blaster as well as his little head wrap. And then we have Neel. He comes with a backpack, a walkie, a flashlight, and a pair of binoculars. And here is Wim. He comes with a backpack, a walkie, a flashlight, and a wrench. And then we have Fern. She just comes with a backpack and a flashlight. And KB also comes with a backpack and a flashlight. And then we have Pirate Captain Brutus. He comes with 5 different blasters. That's pretty awesome. And I think this mural looks fantastic. So the Skeleton Crew line so far just has a synopsis of the show as far as the bio. And it says, when 4 kids make a mysterious discovery on their seemingly safe home planet, they get lost in a strange, dangerous galaxy, and finding their way home will be a greater adventure than they ever imagined. All right, I'm going to get these 6 open, and let's take a look at them. And here's Jod Nah-Nah-Wood, Neel, Wim, Fern, KB, and Brutus out of the box. I think they all look great, and I feel like I'm one of the last people on the planet to be reviewing these. I wanted to do all 6 at once, but it took a while to get Wim. It's all Wim's fault. So I grabbed all these off of Amazon. KB, Fern, Neel, and Jod were at the oddball price of $20 and change on Amazon for some odd reason. Same with Wim, but the ship date kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back on Wim. I got tired of waiting, so I canceled my order, and I used a GameStop gift card and grabbed Wim, but it took over a week for Wim to get here from GameStop. You know, just coming from Texas. So I'm glad he's finally here. Again, I think they look fantastic, but let's just go in order, and let's start with Jod first. And here's a good look at Jod Nah-Nah-Wood, and I think I'm just going to call him Jod for the remainder of this video. I think the figure looks great, and I think Jude Law knocked it out of the park in the show, as did the kids. You know, everyone did a phenomenal job. But this figure, does the head sculpt look like Jude Law? Not quite. It's close. It's pretty close, but there's something about it. It's just a little off. Now, the eyes do look good. I mean, they do look great, and the scruff, I think, looks pretty good. But there's something about it. It's just not quite Jude Law. Now, the hair looks pretty good. I think they pretty much nailed the hair. Yeah, it's close. But the outfit, wow. The coat's awesome. Got this very nice texture going on there. Sleeves look good. Got this nice gold here on the end of the sleeve, as well as the pockets here. Yeah, that's just cool. Here's his undershirt. It looks like it's supposed to. And the belt. You got some awesome detail on this belt. Let me get it to focus on that buckle. Yeah, that's just killer right there. Even got the belt loops sculpted in. The buckles look good. Holster looks good. Yeah, nice belt. Pockets on the pants. Got a stripe going down the side. Some nice wrinkles. And I think the boots look fantastic. Yeah, good-looking boots. I mean, from head to toe, it's a good-looking figure. And as far as articulation, I'll do this very quickly since I got 6 figures to go through. Side to side of the head, some up and down, and some pretty good tilt. Arms get up that far. He does have butterfly joints. That's nice. They go around. Elbows get past 90. Not bad. Swivel there. Swivel at the wrist. Now, Jod's hands are on a ball. That's kind of nice, actually. Yeah, Jod's hands are on a ball, so I'm digging that. For midsection, we get around this coat. Some swivel. Not much crunch, some back, but it does gap a little bit, and some tilt. Legs get all the way up to there. This holster does not get in the way at all. They go out all the way. That's impressive. As far as back, they get this coat out of the way again. They go back that far. And for swivel, there's no thigh cut, but you do have a fair amount of rotation at the hip joint. Not bad. For knees, they get up just a little past 90. Swivel at the knee. And let's see, does he have boot swivel? No. Feet down that far. They go up that much, and there is some swivel at the ankle. So the articulation on Jod is pretty good. The coat does get in the way of the leg sometimes, but I think the elbows are fine, and the ball-jointed wrist was a very nice surprise. So overall, I think it's pretty good. And as far as accessories for Jod, here's his little head wrap. I think it's a great sculpt. It does need a wash. I think that would really help, but all the tattered ends I think look great. I don't know if I'll use it, but let's see what it looks like on him. All right, let's slide this over his noggin. There we go. All right. It does what it's supposed to do. It's a head wrap. I'm not a huge fan, but it's always nice to have another accessory. And here's a good look at the blaster that comes with Jod. And I think this looks good. Very pirate-like, like a flintlock style pistol. Some nice silver paint there. That's a pretty cool weapon. And that's what it looks like in his hand, and I think he holds that very well. The trigger finger is sitting right on the trigger. Okay, there is no trigger guard, but that's pretty cool, right? Him just out firing like that. It's a nice look. And there he is firing low from the hip. I think that looks good. And I think the elbows on Jod have pretty good range, so you can get the blaster up next to his head like this. And you can have him drawing this weapon, and I do love the look of that. And that's what the pistol looks like all the way in the holster. The barrel sticks out the bottom a little bit. I think that looks good. But for display purposes, I think I'm just going to leave Jod like this. Just an outstretched arm firing. I think this is a pretty good pose. I think the figure looks great overall. I'm happy. So let's move on to Neel next. And here's a good look at Neel, a highlight of the show for me. I mean, what a cute character. I think the figure looks fantastic, but this head sculpt alone is just so well done. The eyes look good. I love the wrinkles on the snout. This grayish blue skin tone, just great. And how it fades into a more flesh tone underneath. The ears look good. The hair is just killer. Just love the hair. And the outfit, orange shirt with some cool wrinkles, very nice texture, and his red overalls are just killer. I just love those. I want a pair of these, but you got this cool little design there. Pockets on the pants. I just love it. Now the belt. Yeah, coming back up to this belt real quick. You have so many goodies on this belt. I don't know what they are. So much detail. Got a little hook there for his walkie. Got this thing on the back. And a little peg there to put the binocs on. Or I'm assuming they're binoculars. What's that? A little dirt spot. Stray paint. I don't know. I have to work on that. It's a great looking figure. And I love the yellow shoes. That's just cool. I mean, what an awesome looking figure. From head to toe. And for articulation on Neel, you've got some side to side at the head and some up and down. That's about it. There is no tilt. For arms up. Yeah, they get up that far. And they do go around, but you have to get the ear out of the way. Okay? It's okay. And for elbows, they get a little past 90, which is pretty good. There's a swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. You have an up and down hinge on the right hand and a side-to-side hinge on the left. For midsection, some swivel, a little bit of crunch, some very good back, and some side-to-side tilt. For legs, they get all the way up to there. They go out pretty far. They go back that much, not bad. You've got swivel at the hip joint. Knees get just to 90. Feet don't go down a whole lot because it's blocked by the pants. Same with that direction, but you do have some swivel at the ankle. So for a short, kind of compact figure, I think the articulation on Neel is not bad at all. And as far as accessories for Neel, I'm going to start with these. What I'm thinking is a pair of binoculars. I mean, it looks like a pair of oculars right there that you would look through. Just this loop on the front there is kind of throwing me. If I'm totally screwing this up and these are not binoculars, comment below, because I honestly don't know for sure. They just look like binoculars. It's a great sculpt. It's all one color, but it's pretty cool though. And he can hold them in the right hand like this, so it kind of looks like he's looking through them. But because of the way the fingers are sculpted on the left hand, that doesn't quite work. But he can certainly just hold them down by his side. And for binocular storage, or whatever this thing is, again, if these are not binoculars, comment below. But there's a hole in the back and there's a peg there. It just sticks right there on his belt, and that looks nice. And next up, we have Neel's backpack, and I'm loving this. It's a great sculpt. So much detail. I mean, it's pretty much all one color with the exception of this, that, and this what kind of looks like another flashlight, but it's fixed. This does not come out, and this does not come out. But man, the detail is just great on this thing. Got some straps in the front there. Got this little loop and storage there for his flashlight. That's a nice looking backpack. And as far as putting this on, now you do have to clear the ears. Oh, come on. Get in there. Get in there. Oh my goodness. Come on, ear. There. And side B. There. Okay. Yeah, those ears are very stiff. But once it's on him, I think it looks fantastic. And it helps keep these things secure. Those can't fall off the belt now. I'm loving that. But yeah, that looks very good on his back. And it does not add much back weight at all, so he does not fall over. And here's the flashlight that comes with Neel, and I think this looks good. The orange is very nice. Got some buttons there, some dark gray paint, and some silver paint on that side. It's a pretty cool looking flashlight. And it goes in the right hand very well, and you can actually point it out like he's pointing it at something, trying to illuminate something. I think that looks pretty good. And that's what it looks like in the left hand. The left hand is extremely tight. That's not going anywhere. And for flashlight storage, boop. Yeah, that works well. And it's very secure. And last but not least, we have the walkie that comes with neel, and I like this. I think this looks really good. The blue and white paint there on the buttons is very clean. The knobs look great. A little thing on the side, little antenna. And on the flip side, you have a hole to put it on his belt, and they even sculpted in what looks like a battery cover. That's awesome. And there's the walkie in the right hand, very tight. I mean, Neel's fingers are like concrete. That thing's not going anywhere, and that's a pretty good look. And there it is in the left hand. I think that looks very good. And again, Neel's fingers are like concrete. This thing is not going to fall out. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. And as far as walkie-talkie storage, there's a hole on the back. There's a peg right there that just plugs in. Very snug. Yeah, that ain't falling out. Yeah, that looks good there. But I think for displaying Neel, for now, I'm just going to leave the walkie in the left hand. The binoculars or whatever these things are will stay there, and the flashlight is there. I think this looks pretty good. So let's take a look at Wim next. And here is Wim. I think as a whole, the figure looks very good. I mean, this is what he looked like in the show. But the head sculpt, it's not quite there. It's close. It's very close. I mean, the eyes and the eyebrows, nose, mouth, it all looks really good. It just doesn't quite look like the actor. And is it just me, or is there too much hair here? I don't know. Comment below. But from the neck down, I think they nailed the outfit. The jacket looks good. I'm loving this right here. That's nicely done. The gold there. This little bit on the sleeve is very cool. And then the blue undershirt, and then a brown shirt under there, and then some dark brown pants. I think the pants look great. Pockets, some wrinkles, and the shoes. Yeah, from head to toe, I think it looks like Wim. And for articulation on Wim, there's some side to side of the head, very good up and down, and some outstanding tilt. I mean, he is very mobile up top. For arms up, they get up. Oh man, they're super tight. Yeah, but they go up, and they can go around no problem. Elbows get a little past 90. There's a swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, and for wrist, there's up and down hinge on the right and side to side on the left. For midsection, it's right between the blue and brown shirts, okay, but there's some swivel there, but not a lot of crunch, not a lot of back, and not a lot of tilt either. For legs up that far, they go out very far, they go back very far. Now for thighs, there is some rotation at the hip joint, but they also gave him a thigh cut, okay, so swivel there. Now the knees are kind of disappointing, not even 90. It's pretty poor. And there's a swivel at the knee, and there's also rotation at the ankle. Okay, that's different. But feet down that much, feet up a little bit, and you also have rocker at the ankle. So the articulation on Wim, it could be better. The midsection is very tight. Knees are downright poor, but the arms are decent. So overall, it's okay. And as far as accessories for Wim, we'll start with the backpack. And this is nice. It's a great sculpt. I love the paintwork in here. That's pretty cool. That little just subtle thing there. Brown there. This, I have no idea what that is. Comment below. I have no idea. It's fixed. It does not come out. Yeah, it's weird. And the straps, I think, look great. Yeah, nice looking wrinkles on here. That's a cool looking backpack. Oh, and you got storage here for the flashlight and there for the wrench. And let's put this backpack on Wim. Okay, that goes on well. That goes on very well. I like that. And the hair sculpt, let's see, does it run into the straps at all? No, so he can still look up with the backpack on. Okay, I'm liking that. Yeah, that looks great. Oh, and something I like a lot, this strap here does not cover that up. And next, let's take a look at this wrench. All right, I'm assuming that's what this is. It's a cool sculpt. It's all one color. He doesn't hold it well. This will probably just stay in the backpack. And here's what I mean. Here in the right hand, it stays okay if you mash the fingers together. Okay, not very tight in the right, and then in the left hand, I really don't like the shape of that left hand. Yeah, way too loose in the left. All right, this is going to go right there, and that's where it's going to stay. And here's the flashlight that comes with Wim, and this is okay. It's okay. It's not quite as nice as Neel's, but it does look pretty good. I mean, it's just a black flashlight with a white button and a yellow button, some silver on either end. Yeah, let's see what it looks like in his hands. All right, so there it is in the right hand. The shape of the sleeve kind of blocks the wrist from flexing all the way down. So if the arm is out, he can't point the flashlight straight out. So you got to have it down here if you want it pointing in the direction that he's walking. But he holds it very well. Now, I think having it up here looks good. That's not bad right there. And there it is in the left hand. Again, you can't point it straight out, especially in this case because he's got a side-to-side hinge on the left. And there it is up next to his head in the left hand, and I kind of like the look of that. And let's see how flashlight storage works on Wim's backpack. Okay. Yeah, that works well. And here is the walkie that comes with Wim, and it looks good. It's the same sculpt as Neel's. Okay, just the paint's a little bit different. That's what the flip side looks like. Yeah, got the battery cover there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice looking walkie. And that's what the walkie looks like in Wim's left hand, and that looks nice. And there it is in the right hand. I think this looks great, and for display purposes, I think I'm going to leave Wim just like this. Since I have the walkie in Neel's hand, they could be, calling Jedi 1 to Jedi 2. I think that's going to look nice on the shelf. Yeah, I think Wim looks pretty good overall. So let's take a look at Fern now. And here is Fern, and I think she looks fantastic. I think the head sculpt is better than Wim, and it's better than Jod. Okay, this one's not too bad. The hair, I think, looks good with the exception of this ponytail. I mean, hair does not do that. I would have rather had it just hang in the back as opposed to sticking straight out on this left side. Okay, but the braid is nicely sculpted. Okay, but yeah, the face isn't too bad on Fern. It's not bad. But from the neck down, the outfit is spot on, especially this jacket. And I saw an interview with the cast of Skeleton Crew, and the actress that played Fern said that this jacket was her favorite part of the wardrobe, that she wanted to take this jacket home when they were done filming. It's a super cool jacket. I mean, these look great. This little bit there. This is really nice. That green really stands out. This is cool. It's just a cool jacket. Just love that. Got some fingerless gloves, undershirt, and the belt. Got some nice detail on that buckle. I love that. And just some brown pants, some knee pads, and some shoes. Yeah, from top to bottom, I think Fern looks great. And as far as articulation on Fern, got some side to side at the head, some pretty good up and down, and some excellent tilt. Arms get up that far. There's no butterfly joints, but that's okay. Arms go around, no problem. Elbows get just to 90. That's unfortunate. Got a swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. Now for the right hand, it appears to be on a ball. I don't see a hinge anywhere, but on the left hand, you have a side-to-side hinge. For midsection, she's pretty tight in the middle, actually. Some swivel, some crunch. Come on, some back. I think it's this jacket's pretty stiff. And a little bit of side-to-side tilt for legs. Yeah, they get way up to there. They go out very far. They go back a decent amount. Now, she does have a thigh cut as well as rotation at the hip joint. Okay, some rotation there. Knees, oh, come on, super tight. Golly. Just a hair past 90. Okay, not terrible. Man, that's tight. Swivel there, and then again, she has some swivel down here at the ankle. Okay, some actual rotation. Feet down, nope, because it gets hung up on the pants. They don't go up much at all, and you do have some rocker at the ankle. So the articulation on Fern, it could be better, but for what she's going to be doing on the shelf, it's okay. And here's Fern's backpack. It looks good. It's a great sculpt. Got a pouch there for the flashlight. This little bit right there is nicely done. And got this there. Don't know what that is, but it looks pretty good. That's what the straps look like. Got a little buckle there. Yeah, it's cool. And let's see what this looks like on Fern. Slide that on. Okay, that goes on. No problem. Yeah, that fits well. That fits well. Yeah, that looks fantastic. And, just like the others, it doesn't add much back weight, so she stands fine. And here's the flashlight that comes with Fern. I think it looks pretty good. Nice vibrant yellow, some green, some white, some silver. That's what the other side looks like. Some gray on that side. Yeah, it's a cool looking flashlight. And that's what it looks like in the right hand. Again, she can't point it straight out, but that doesn't look too bad. And if she had a little more range in the elbows, this would look a little better, but it's not terrible. And there it is in the left hand, extremely tight. In fact, all the fingers on all these figures are very tight. That's not going anywhere. And the fact that the elbows only get to 90 and this wrist is hinged horizontally, this doesn't look quite right unless she's trying to illuminate something down here. But that's what that looks like. And let's see how this works. Okay. Yeah, very secure, and yeah, I kind of like that. So for Fern, for now, I may just leave her like this, with the flashlight back here, stuck in the backpack and nothing in her hands. I think this looks pretty good. It's a nice looking figure. I'm pretty happy with this one. So let's take a look at KB now. And here's a good look at KB. I think they nailed the look of her. Now, it's not a perfect figure. I do have some gripes, but overall, I think she looks great. The head sculpt is very nice. The visor looks awesome. The cybernetics over here, super cool. I think the hair looks good. Now, they really, really should have done a swappable head with her with visor up, because this visor is fixed. Visor up, visor down was pretty much 50-50 in the show. They really should have done that, but we're stuck with visor down. But the face, what we can see, just awesome. I mean, that really does look good. Got a little shirt there showing through. And this jumpsuit, I think, looks great. Cool texture here. Good detail throughout. Patch there, patch there. The belt is just loaded with all these little goodies. Tons of fine detail. All these little bits there. I just love that. Got a pouch in the back. Super cool belt. I think the pants look good. And the shoes are awesome. Or boots, whatever you want to call them. I'm digging that tread. Yeah, from head to toe, it's a good-looking figure, but it ain't perfect. And for articulation on KB, you've got some side-to-side at the head, some pretty good up and down, but not a whole lot of tilt. For arms up, they get up that far. They can rotate around. Now for elbows, I was bummed. They only get that far. I was really hoping to at least get her hand close to her head, touching right here, so she can activate her visor. But no, her hand can't get anywhere near her head. That's just too bad. But you got to swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, and her hands appear to be on a ball. Okay, there's the right, and there's the left. Okay, pretty good. For midsection, some swivel, a touch of crunch, and some pretty good back, but it does gap a little bit, and some tilt, side-to-side tilt. For legs up, all the way up. They go all the way out. They go back, not very much at all. For swivel, there is a thigh cut on KB. For knees, just to 90. And a swivel at the knee, and then feet down to there. They go up that much, and you do have some swivel at the ankle. So the articulation on KB, especially in the elbows, is a little disappointing, but what can you do? And here's KB's backpack, and I like this. Nice vibrant yellow. Got some stripes here and some little goodies there. Yeah, pretty cool. There's a little thing there for the flashlight. A little loop on the top, and that's what the straps look like. Some white down here. That's pretty neat. I think it's a good-looking backpack. And let's put KB's backpack on. And that goes on nicely. Okay, that looks really good. I love the white down here. That's just cool, and that's what it looks like on her. Yeah, that looks great. And here's the flashlight that comes with KB. It's pretty cool. Got some white, some yellow, some red, some silver. Yeah, lots of color. Some gray on the back. Yeah, it's a nice-looking flashlight. And there it is in the right hand, and she can actually point this straight out. But the fact that the elbows on KB just aren't that great, that looks kind of silly there. And there it is in the left hand, and once again, she can point this straight out. And I forgot to mention these fingerless gloves. I'm kind of digging those. But yeah, that looks good in the left hand. But once again, having it up here because of these elbows, that does not look right. But for display purposes, for KB, I think I may just leave the flashlight in the left hand. I think this looks pretty good. I think overall the figure looks great, especially the face. I just wish, she had a swappable head so we could have visor up. But overall, I like her. Let's take a look at Brutus now. All right, here we go. The star of the show. This figure is absolutely stunning. It is a work of art. The sculpt work, the paint, the amount of detail is just insane. All it needs is some light up eyes and a voice. That would have been the icing on the cake. But no, seriously. The face alone is just killer. I mean, the eyes look good, the teeth, the snarl, the nose, the wrinkles, the fur, his little ears. I'm just loving that. And this outfit, so much detail. It's like, where do I begin? The shoulders look great. This going on, got a cool texture there. These holsters here on this bandolier look awesome. Got this, that looks amazing. Belt, sleeves look great. Some weathering. That's what that one looks like. The hands look incredible. Even right down to the sharp fingernails. On his back, you have all of this going on his back. That's just incredible. That is some incredible sculpt work right there. And then cool texture here. This little hangy down piece. Got a holster there. Some gold. Just that little splash of gold adds a lot. This holster is just super cool. The pants look good, and I'm loving these boots. Yeah, the boots look awesome. Now on the comma, okay, this little indentation right here seems a little sharp to me. Comment below if yours is like this. I don't know. It just looks like it may have gotten bent in the packaging. It just looks a little extreme to me, but it's fine overall. But yeah, the comma, it's just cool. I mean, what What an amazing looking figure. And as far as articulation on Brutus, you've got some side to side of the head, some very good up and down, and some very, very good tilt for arms up. This is an overlay, so it just rides up and out of the way, so the arms get all the way up to there. He has some outstanding butterfly joints. The elbows get a little past 90, not terrible, but you got a swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, and he appears to have ball-jointed wrists. There's the right, and there's the left. For midsection, you've got some very good swivel, some decent crunch, some very good back, and some very good side-to-side tilt. For legs, they go up to there. This holster right here is nice and soft, so that does not get in the way. So they get up that far. They go out that far, pretty good. They go back a decent amount. For swivel, you've got some range there at the hip joint, just a little bit. And for knees, they get past 90. I like it. And there's a swivel at the knee. And for feet here, does he have boot swivel? No. For feet, they go down all the way to there. They go up that much, and he does have some swivel at the ankle. So despite being a pretty big, chunky figure, I think the articulation on Brutus is very good. And again, I cannot get over how good he looks. And as far as the pistols that go in the holsters on his chest, here's the first one. It's very pirate-like, got some good paint detail. It's a great sculpt. Yeah, this is a cool one. And here's the next one. I like this one a lot. Got a cool texture on the grip, some silver paint throughout, and a slightly different shade on the barrel. And then we have this one, again, very pirate-like. Beautiful gold paint on the grip as well as the barrel. Looks like it has a little scope on it. Yeah, it's a neat little blaster. And here are the three pistols in their respective holsters on his chest, and I was using this picture for reference, so this is accurate, and I think they did a great job as far as matching the sculpt and the paint. Yeah, I like this a lot. And here is another blaster, so this one fits in the holster on his right side, so this one, will go in his right hand. This one is very cool. Some black, some silver. Again, great sculpt, awesome looking blaster. And there's this one for the left side. Again, very pirate-like. Very cool sculpt, pretty simple, but I like it. Got some silver paint there in the middle. And before I stick these blasters in his hands, I want to see how the holsters work for these. That drops all the way in, and this little thing will come around and peg in there, maybe. Okay. It doesn't really stay, but it's okay. This one's going to stay in his hand, but that looks very good in that holster. And this one for the left, okay, that just drops in, and that looks very nice. And here's these two blasters in each hand, and I love this. I love this. There's the right one. The trigger finger's sitting right where it should be. Awesome looking weapon. And just like the rest of the Skeleton Crew line, the hands were like concrete, but I managed to get them in there. They do go. And there's the left side. Trigger finger sitting right where it should be. This is a cool pistol right here. So I think I'm just going to leave Brutus like this. I think this is a cool pose. Awesome looking figure. Extremely happy with him. All right, so here's all six one more time. Jod, Neel, Wim, Fern, KB, and Brutus. I think they all look fantastic. Very happy with these. So let's go stick them on the shelf and let's see how they look there. And that's how they look on the shelf, and I'm happy. I think they look fantastic, and as you see, I have Brutus elevated in the back just because he is so stinking cool. But Jod, Neel, Wim, Fern, KB, they all look really nice. The colors pop. Very happy. Very happy, and again, I loved Skeleton Crew. I'm looking forward to more figures from that show, so we'll see what happens. And I think I'm just going to end the video here, because frankly, I don't want to take 6 figures back in the other room, so I'm just going to end it here. So if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, smack like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. I would certainly appreciate it. And something else that I would love for you to consider, and that is joining the channel. It is the 112th Battalion. It's only 99 cents a month. You'll get sneak peeks to upcoming videos, custom emojis and loyalty badges, and even some exclusive members-only content. I would definitely appreciate that. But just like always, thank you guys so much for watching. See y'all next time.